Bienvenidos a la última etapa del Dakar. Río Cuarto, Buenos Aires. ¡Viva el Dakar!
Welcome to Dakar 2017. It's the final day of action of this year's rally, and there's still plenty at stake. There could be a few surprises on the road to Buenos Aires.
This odyssey across South America has been a battle with the elements. Earth, air, water. Sometimes the elements win. The heat and the heartbreak. From the rainiest of rainforests, providing a mud bath, to the driest deserts. Machines at their very limit. Humans pushed to breaking point. High plains drifters. Days, 9,000 kilometers, 3 countries. One Dakar, the very summit of motorsport adventure.
Previously in the bikes, Jean Barreda made it 4-stage wins. The only regret we can have is the 1-hour penalty. Other than that, it was a perfect Dakar. Every day opening the road, we showed a very high level. Gerard Faris snuck ahead of Adrian van Beveren into third. Well, to be here today fighting for the podium, it's very important to us. And leader Sam Sunderland stands on the verge of Dakar history.
So much, disappointment in the past and success also, and really the Dakar is the pinnacle of our sport.
And so to the final stage of Dakar 2017, a short 64-kilometre special around Rio Cuarto before a long link section to Buenos Aires. And those who arrive in the Argentine capital will have clocked up almost 9,000 kilometres over the past fortnight. Yesterday, Adrian van Beveren was given a 1-minute penalty for speeding in the road section. That left the Frenchman 48 seconds shy of Gerard Fares in third place. Well, he certainly put the pedal to the metal in this final stage, roaring to the first checkpoint. He eventually came home in 30 minutes and 29 seconds. But Fares had also woken up on the right side of bed. In 9 participations, the Spaniard's best previous finish was 7th overall, but he looked determined to keep hold of his spot on the podium, going 15 seconds quicker than Van Beveren at the first checkpoint. A tense wait for Van Beveren then at the end of the special, trying to work out Fares' time. And would you believe it, Fares clocked 30 minutes and 29 seconds, exactly the same time as Van Beveren. The two men sharing the stage win, and the Spaniard keeping hold of third place overall. Emotions running high in both camps for very different reasons. It was a great performance. It's hard to be positive right now just after the stage, but deep down I know it was a good performance. Well, the top Honda riders will be nursing some real regrets at the end of Dakar 2017. Such was their dominance across the past fortnight, 5 stage wins in all. At 37, Paulo Gonçalves showed that he still got what it takes, finishing on the podium on 5 separate occasions. And what about Jean Barreda? 4 stage wins, 3 more than anybody else. Unfortunately, their 1-hour penalty on stage 4 put paid to any hopes of ending KTM's dominance. Gonçalves settling for 6th place, Barreda in 5th. And in the end, KTM didn't suffer too much in the absence of their defending champion Toby Price, who broke his leg in the first week. Austrian Matthias Walkner riding a controlled final few days to finish 2nd overall. But he and the rest of the field blown away by Super Sam Sunderland. The British rider, who's endured misery on the Dakar in the past, finally completing the rally for the first time and winning it for good measure. He makes history as the first British winner of the Dakar in any class.
Good show. Super. Congratulations.
Oh, dude, so much.
It's good, huh?
Yeah, tough one, huh? Really tough one. Thank you very much.
Satisfied?
Yeah, the emotion is unreal. The weight of the race on the shoulders over the last week, you know, leading the rally has been really heavy, and to finish here is incredible. It's the first rally at the Dakar I ever finished, and to finish first is an incredible feeling. And hopefully we can create some English interest now, because so far they've not been reporting much, but yeah, I hope it can change.
Confirmation of the stage 12 standings. Incredibly, Van Beveren and Fares had the same time, sharing the stage win. Another quick ride from Barreda ahead of Walkner and Gonçalves. Sunderland winning the Dakar 32 minutes ahead of Walkner, Fares edging Van Beveren to 3rd. Barreda, the winner of 4 stages, rounding out the top 5. His time has come, at last.
Dakar's the one. To finish the first one and to win is unreal.
After 3 Dakars, 3 retirements and almost as many upsets, Sam Sunderland has finally achieved his dream, but the path to glory has been long and demanding.
I broke my femur before Dakar last year and missed the race, and I felt really down and a bit miserable at the time. With disappointment, you try to learn things, you know.
One of the greatest talents of his generation, the Englishman spent months recovering from injury.
You know, Sam is he's a young fella, eh? In this business he's still very young. I believe he's a very professional guy, he's very focused, you know, he's doing his job 120% and he does everything for his goals.
It's a full-time thing, getting ready, you know, I prepare all year and the team work all year and everyone has to do the job perfectly.
At last, his time has come. The boy from Poole, who learned his passion in the dunes of Dubai, has delivered in style. The new dawn heralds a new winner in the quads. The sun shining on a rising star from the east. Axel Dutry spent much of the Dakar on the podium, but had to settle for 5th place. While 2015 champion Rafał Sonik was 4th, but over 5 hours off the pace. Pablo Capetti led the rally after stage 2, and the Argentine will be delighted with his 3rd place finish on home soil. 2014 winner Ignacio Casale pushed until the end, but the Chilean's challenge faded on the penultimate stage. In the end, it was all about one man, Sergei Karyakin. The 25-year-old was billed as the favourite, and he delivered in style. Cruised to a historic victory by over an hour, becoming the first Russian to win the Dakar in a class other than the trucks.
Don't understand this. It's like a birth of a child. When it's just born, you don't understand what is it. Same on finish on the Dakar when you win it. You're a winner, but you don't understand it yet.
Here's how they line up in the quads then. Karyakin with a winning margin of almost an hour and a quarter over Casale. Capetti over 4 hours back in 3rd, ahead of Sonik and Dutry.
The Rio Cuarto bivouac was honoured by a visit of the Argentinian Minister for Media and Communication, Hernan Lombardi. The minister was invited to come and visit the editing truck of the 26-minute Dakar programme, a great opportunity to discover the world of the Dakar and the massive impact the event has on global media. Yes, do not adjust your set, that is a Fiat Panda driving the Dakar. An incredible journey for this little car. With Italians Giulio Verzelletti behind the wheel and Antonio Cabini navigating, it has not been an easy 2 weeks. But finally, after many problems and a mammoth effort, the Pan Dakar 4x4 project has completed its goal, to finish the Dakar at the 4th attempt. Officially 77.5 hours behind Peter Hansel. Catering on the Dakar requires a massive logistical effort. At every moment of the day, competitors and followers of the rally can stop by the huge catering tent for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Food is obviously extremely important for athletes taking part in the Dakar, who battle it out during the day on hostile terrain. For every meal, we feed around 2,000 people. Out of those 2,000 people, you're going to have huge differences in tastes. All these people appreciate things differently.
They have come out in their thousands. This is the 9th time that the Dakar Rally has come to South America, and the 9th time that it's been hosted by Argentina. And the locals certainly haven't lost their passion for the world's most iconic rally raid. Argentina and its people giving the Dakar an extremely warm welcome in more ways than one, with summer temperatures soaring. Nice to get a chance to cool down. The country are very much living up to its reputation as world friendly.
Previously in the cars, after trading blows and stage wins for 2 weeks, the 2-horse race climaxed in the dust of Argentina, Mr. Dakar versus Mr. WRC. Today with Sebastian, he is at a higher level, so we need to find another solution. I know that on the tracks, I am quicker than him. But going off-piste meant Loeb's hopes for a win hit the rocks.
Throttle, throttle.
The 2017 Dakar Rally. Get the front seat to all the highlights on your... Brought to you by Toyota.
Hey, you said your dad's new Hilux is tougher. Well, my dad's new Hilux is a tougher race. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it can fly. Nuh-uh.
It's a new era of tough. The Dakar Hilux. It's the toughest and ready to take on Dakar 2017.
And so to stage 12 in the heart of Cordoba. This last stage was a lap of honour for local hero Orly Terranova. Having started on bikes, his 11th Dakar resulted in a creditable 6th overall, unable to match his best finish of 5th in 2013 and 2014, but impressive as the highest placed Mini. Just creeping into the top 5 in the final stretch, 2009 winner Giniel de Villiers' Dakar Challenge was hampered by problems in the first week. Teammate Nani Roma's lifelong affair with the Dakar, which has included victories on 2 and 4 wheels, hit a rocky patch this year, finishing 4th. Like Roma, Dupre has switched codes from bikes to cars, and his learning curve has been impressive. Peugeot must be happy to have enlisted him, as his 3rd place delivers them a podium lockout. 9-time World Rally Champion has improved immeasurably on his 2nd ever Dakar, and the reward is a 2nd place. He's not used to that step of the podium though, and he must feel confident he can move 1 step higher next year. But what can we say about Stefan Petterhansel? Already the most successful competitor in Dakar history, he continues to rub this fact in the noses of all challengers. A 13th win for Mr. Dakar, despite sustained pressure from teammate Loeb. And this is the moment. Crossing the finish line, he celebrates on board with stalwart co-driver Jean-Paul Courtrai, and then at the stop control, met by Peugeot Sport Director Bruno Famine. I play with my cards, and that's consistency, minimum mistakes, and it's been paying off for a long time. The recipe works. But Seb did a few big mistakes last year. This year, very few mistakes. He was perfect. It was a fantastic duel. I have a lot of respect for Seb. When I was still on my bike, he was starting in rallying. I followed his whole career in the WRC, and it is an honour to battle with him.
Beaucoup de respect et c'est vraiment un honneur de se bagarrer contre lui sur un Dakar.
In terms of speed, we were better than everyone else when we attacked. We managed to make real gaps. When it's off-piste, it's a little trickier. We saw that we have the potential to win. We now have more experience. We need to do better next time.
On a encore pris un peu d'expérience maintenant, il faudra faire mieux la prochaine fois encore.
So that's a 6th Dakar win for Peugeot, their 2nd since their 21st century comeback. It's ominous for the opposition, just how strong they are. It's true that when you've already won the race, you want to do a lot better. But I think we managed a very good race. Ahead of us is a fantastic team with amazing drivers and co-drivers. I have to congratulate Peugeot. Not much I can add. We're satisfied. A consolation stage win on the final test for Loeb wasn't enough this time, but an excellent 5 stage wins on this Dakar. Great drive too by top rookie Conrad Rautenbach. So it's an all-French, all-Peugeot top 3. The Toyotas will need to work hard over the next 11 months to make up the lost ground. Brazilian Leandro Torres makes history today as the first ever winner of the newly inaugurated SSV class for utility task vehicles. And Frenchman Christian Lavier brings home his Toyota to take the win in the T2 class. That is a familiar sight. Stefan Petterhansel celebrating a Dakar win.
This Dakar was really intense right from the start. Four or five guys could have won the race at the beginning, but in the end it was a head-to-head. Well, Sebastian has amazing speed. When it's purely driving, he's the best of the Dakar competitors, so we had to find other solutions, navigation, consistency, but it wasn't easy. Well, there was a lot of respect in the battle with Sebastian. It's great to have a good spirit during all those days of racing.
It was on the penultimate stage that Loeb's all-out attack failed.
But we had to keep up with his pace on WRC-type tracks, and it was very emotional, really. These last few days, the level of adrenaline has been very high. It's a great victory in terms of intensity, but last year was a greater moment to share with the entire team.
And so to the trucks. This is Martin Maček's third Dakar as a driver. Last year he finished 19th, so this 10th place is a big step up for the relatively young trucker. A consistent contender on Dakar since 2004, winner in 2007, Hans Stacey finishes 9th this time. An excellent 8th overall and a win in the under 10 litre trucks class for the Sugawara Junior. Alice Laprace is back with his faithful Tatcha underneath him and gets 7th place. Belarusian Alexander Vasilevsky scores his best ever result on the Dakar, 6th overall. Irat Mardeyev brings a third Kamaz into the top 5, recording the lowest place finish of his Dakar career. It's only Federico Villagra's third Dakar, his second in a truck. Couldn't quite match last year's podium. His teammate Gerard Deroy came third.
Yeah, that's racing. Last year we did well in the last week. This year it was not that good. That's racing. So we are still happy with the third place, of course. We worked hard for it the whole year, and we try to do it better next year.
Dmitry Sotnikov's best Dakar result yet, a brilliant second place, backing up his Kamaz teammate Nikolaev, who wins.
We were very happy, and happy my team, happy my friend, and dedicate my victory and my team and my family. Thank you for much. In organization, very fantastic rally, very different, very interesting.
So the Kamaz Masters are restored to their winning ways, winning as a team and celebrating as a team. Confirmation of the results, 3 Kamaz in the top 5, Nikolaev a Dakar winner for the second time, the 2 Deroy Ivicos no match this time for the Russian juggernaut.
So exhausted. This morning I stopped at the gas station and nearly fall over because I'm so tired, and so little sleep every night, like 2-3 hours. Always trying to stay positive, but
us left out of all that started.
Come on, Joey.
You guys are
all heroes. For sure. Rock stars. Of the how many riders? About 10 started with the GoPros. I think we are the only 3 left. So we've gone through a few GoPros. I've lost a few. You lost some? You lost some? I lost one. I lost one. We're really sorry the ASO, but we lost a few cameras along the way.
I'm sure we got you good footage though.
And it was well worth it. Come on. And I hope you all enjoyed watching because we enjoyed filming it.
Definitely.
Brilliant.
Until next Dakar. Woo!
The famous obelisk stands over the widest avenue in the world, 9th of July, which commemorates Argentina's Independence Day. This is Buenos Aires, birthplace of the tango and capital city of Argentina, and once again, host for the Dakar's grand finale. On the banks of the River Plate, as it reaches the Atlantic Ocean, the city is on the southeast edge of the continent of South America. A photogenic mix of colonial and modern architecture from Puerto Madero to Palermo, Boco and San Telmo. As its name suggests, there is plenty of good air to enjoy in the parks, markets and wide open boulevards. An incredibly rich and diverse city with plenty to do, especially once the sun goes down. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.